Hi everyone, welcome to Eckhart Yoga. I'm Esther and here is Jenny, and we're going to go over the forearm balance Pincha Mayurasana with you. You're going to need a block. If you don't have a block, you can do it without, or you can decide to find a book that's kind of 25 centimeters wide, or if you would bring your elbows in line with your shoulders, you bring your hands slightly in, you want to hold something between it, so that kind of wide. I'm going to highlight one or two aspects of this pose. If you've never done this pose, this might be way ahead of you, so you need to be already quite strong and kind of getting used to being upside down, you know, for this level of what I'm going to explain. First of all, place your forearms down on the floor and bring the hands together actually, clasp them. Yeah, and let's move back into dolphin pose. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders and just push back, just to warm up a bit. Great. So you're just going to press down through the forearms, through the hands, take your shoulders away from your ears. Really kind of find length in your back if you've got a tendency to overarch. Keep your lower back in a little and just warm up here for a moment. Take a few breaths. So being able to hold this pose for 15 breaths is a good thing if you want to start working on your inversions. Okay. Exhaling, bring the knees back down. And now we're just going to open the body here a bit. So inhale, take a cat stretch, as in open your chest. And exhale, round your spine. So this is the cat. And inhale again, cow, open your chest. Just a few times at home, exactly like Jenny does. Take your forearms apart and your hands are already in the right place. Exhale, round. Just one or two more, just to warm up. And exhale, round. Okay, good. Now you're going to place the block between your hands. So your thumbs, you first measure, like Jenny does, and then make sure your elbows are at the same level, because sometimes when we measure that way, our elbows are actually not at the same level. Yeah. And then fold your hands around the block. So the thumb is underneath it, and the index fingers are around it. Then just for fun, open your hands up. That's it. Keep the skin firmed as you bring the palms back down. That's it. And now fold around the block. Okay. Inhale and exhale, push back into that forearm sort of downward dog again. Yeah. Okay, so now in this pose you can do two things. When you come into it, imagine for a moment you are going to be on your forearms straight up. It's the forearms and the hands that are the base of this pose. They're the foundation. So if you are in it and your shoulders are way too far back there, so if you look at Jenny at the moment, the shoulders are on the back side of the elbows, this is not going to work. So when you do need to bring your shoulders away from your ears and you do need to push back, but at the same time come forward now, you need to be here somewhere. Otherwise, it's impossible for the forearms to carry the whole weight of the body on top. It just anatomically doesn't work. I think that makes sense. But what happens when you're afraid is you're going to push this back into the forearm balance and try and come up from here. And you'll be able to come up if someone holds you, if there's a wall, but you won't be able to balance freely. And that is a little trick that not many people realize. So that's what I want to give you today. So now look down, yeah? Bring that weight forward a little, Jenny. Okay, and this is where we're going to stay. And now you're going to draw your shoulders up, or even forward a little more if you want. Yes, and now draw the belly in and up. Take the front ribs in, take one leg up. I'm right here. And then jump when you're ready. Yep, there you go. Okay, now take your front ribs in. Draw the belly in and up, roll the inner thighs in. There we go. Squeeze that block. Push your thumb and index finger actively down. Take your upper arms out. Roll them out. There you go. Okay, this is enough for today. So there we go. So this is what I want you to practice at home, yeah? With someone that's able to hold you, or with a wall, obviously. And think about those shoulders. Don't push them too far back out of fear. Let them come forward a little, but press them down. Really keep actively pressing down. And there is that whole thing about the index and thumb side, the forearms rolling in a little against the outer arms rolling out. All that gives you the right foundation to go up and balance in time. You know, to balance freely in this pose takes practice, and I'm actually still working on it. I get it sometimes, and then I flip over at other times. But these little tricks do work. When I was kind of noticing myself, I stayed back too much because I was afraid to come forward to fall. That's when I never got the balance. So I hope this little tip will help you on your way. Thank you for joining me. If you want to see longer videos of me, click somewhere up and behind Jenny's head in the logo, and enjoy the day. Namaste.